Hello, Keller Williams agents at the Indy Metro West Market Center. My name is Darren Kittleson, and I'm the Bold Coach who's coming out to deliver this great program called First Step to Bold on Thursday, January 10th, there in the greater Indianapolis area. Now, your team leader, Ed, has asked me to just spend a few moments sharing with you why we believe, both he and I, being part of First Step to Bold on January 10th is so important for your business and your career. First and foremost, I'm going to ask that you write down two key numbers. First number I'm going to ask you to write down is the number 10.375. So just grab a sheet of paper and a pen and write down 10.375 somewhere. Now the second number I'm going to ask that you write down is 19%. 19%, just write that down. Now I'm going to get back to that in just a moment and let you know what those numbers really mean. Before we do that though, let's talk for a moment about this program called BOLD, which stands for Business Objective, a Life by Design. And we say it's a life by design, not by default. As you consider 2013, would starting the year with an additional 10.375 transactions in the pipeline for your business make a difference? Well, that's what that number I asked you to write down a moment ago reflects. The average bold agent in the 7 weeks they're in the course does 10.375 transactions. Now that's looking at over 23,000 folks who've been through bold. Look at that number. What could that mean as you set up 2013 with 10 more deals right off the bat? So that's really a piece of what bold is, and for many agents, when you do at least 10 transactions in that first 7 weeks, does it allow you to really lay out your year in such a way that it looks like and truly is a life by design? If you answered yes to that, you need to be with me on January 10th for First Step to Bold. Now, First Step to Bold itself is a full, free day of training. Let me say that again. It's a full, free day of training. In fact, we start at 8:30 a.m. and we go to 3:30 p.m. and it's a day of training. So for nothing else, it's a great start to your year that if you join me on January 10th for that full free day of training, whether you choose to move forward with me in the rest of the course or not, you can walk away from that day with ideas, scripts, dialogues, and actions that you will take that day that will move your business forward. Now let's look at that next number, which is 19%. Here's what we know. When we look at the agents who graduated from the program in the 3.5 years it's been out on the road, if we look at their gross commission income in the 12 months prior to taking bold versus the 12 months after they took bold, the average agent is seeing a 19% increase in income in the 12 months preceding taking bold. Now, I don't know about you, but that 19% really is just like getting a raise. So if you look again at 2013, and if you knew that by the end of the year you could generate a minimum of 19% more income to your business, would it be worth investing a day to check out? That's what January 10th is all about. So I'm going to ask you to sign up and join me on January 10th for this great program called First Step to Bold. Now lastly, there's many of you in the room that have probably been in bold once, twice, or maybe even 3 times. I'm going to ask you to consider joining us that day too for 2 reasons. Number one, we know that bold has impact year after year after year for those agents who choose to take it multiple times. In fact, what's so fun is to see what happens in your life and your business the second, the third, the fourth. I just had an agent go through it for their 7th time and really see the difference that it makes in that realm. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we have rewritten parts of the course. In fact, the fact that First Step to Bold is a free full day of training is new. The fact that it's 7 weeks versus 8 weeks is new. The fact that we've been listening to your feedback and we're constantly improving the program so it can have more impact in your life and business is a piece of the puzzle. So I'm going to ask that those bold graduates listening to this, you join us too on January 10th. I just want to say a big thank you to Ed for allowing me a few minutes to share this with you. And here's what I'm going to ask that you do. Sign up for First Step to Bold right now. Join me for that full free day of training on January 10th. I look forward to seeing you then. Again, my name is Darren Kittleson, and thanks for taking a few moments to watch this.